Hey there, Dean Mannix. We're up to conversation number 4. So, I hope you're enjoying this series, and please go back if you haven't seen the others. Conversation 4 is all about making sure that you've developed strategies that make you confident in attracting and engaging your ideal customers. Now, in the last vlog, we considered questions that enable us to be smarter with our targeting, but that's only half the battle. You need to figure out how you're going to attract and engage these ideal customers to talk to you about working together. You see, nearly every salesperson tells me if I could just get more meetings, I'd be so much more successful. And I accept that the ideal world is a never-ending stream of inbound leads that are already sold on you and what you sell. But there's not a lot of salespeople or small businesses that I know that are living in that ideal world. And as a salesperson or small business owner, you need to understand and respect that there's a big difference between sales and marketing. And like it or not, most of us need to be good at both if we really want to achieve meaningful sales growth. So this conversation requires us to put on our marketer thinking cap. People need to know you, like you, need you, and trust you if you want to attract them and engage them. So first, start with the customer in mind and identify the major problem or problems you solve for the person that you want the meeting with. The more you focus your outbound marketing on the problems you solve, the more likely it is you'll get the attention of the people that you want to speak to. Now, whether it's an outbound call, a blog or article that you share on social, or an email that you're sending to your target market, the key is to succinctly communicate the problem you could be solving for the person you want to speak to. Now, once you've got your problem or problems identified, consider how you can ethically use influence strategies as part of your engagement and attraction strategy. Now, as an example, you could use reciprocity. What do you have or could you create that would enable you to offer value to the people you want to be speaking to? Can you use authority? Is there a statistic you could share, an expert you could quote, a customer case study, or something else that would absolutely present you as having valuable expertise in solving problems for the people that you want to speak to? You see, Dr. Robert Cialdini identified 6 core influence principles, and if you're not considering each of them, it's likely that you're making engaging and attracting harder than it needs to be. Next, consider what the most efficient and effective medium for engaging your ideal target customer is going to be. Now, I can acknowledge email is a very efficient way to communicate with thousands of prospects all at once, but if you're not getting reads or responses, then it's not effective. So a good place to start is back at conversation number 3. In the analysis of customers that you won in the past 12 months, I asked you to consider where the lead came from. Now, if there's a common theme on what's working, that's a great place to focus your energy. Consider your existing customers. What are the referral opportunities that they offer, and what's the best way to systematically activate referrals to other ideal target customers? Consider whether there are partners and third parties that could connect you with your ideal target market. But once again, just make sure the strategy is likely to be effective. And consider whether there's places or events your ideal target customers congregate, where you would have an opportunity to engage them in a meaningful way. Once again, if you sell to dentists, it seems efficient to attend a dentist conference, but that's only going to be effective if you get the opportunity to engage the dentist in a manner that actually leads to meetings following the conference. And please don't ignore outbound campaigns that include getting on the phone. I can appreciate this is the engagement strategy most of you like to avoid, but I've been involved in enough of these successful outbound campaigns and projects recently to know that in many environments, this is still a very efficient and very effective strategy. Now, as a big hint, outbound's only ever going to be as effective as your analysis of the problems you solve and the opportunities to leverage ethically influenced strategies. So just to sum all this up, the question to get this conversation started is, what's the most persuasive, efficient, and effective way to attract and engage my ideal customers? Now, in the next vlog, we'll move on to conversation number 5 and consider opportunities to increase the number of solution confirmations, decrease the number of quotes, and improve our overall conversion rates in a customer-centric manner. And remember, if you're doing a major kickoff, please speak to your team or my team about having me along as a conference presenter. And if you're an individual salesperson, or maybe you run a small business and a small team that can't have their own kickoff, come to our sales kickoff event on February the 12th. All the details are on my website, and there's even a competition to win over $12,000 worth of sales training. Now, here's to a better sales life and a better sales kickoff for you and your people. And remember, the quality of the kickoff is defined by the quality of the conversations. Mannix. Thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope you found it valuable and educational and useful for your role in sales. So if you did, please share it. Remember, sharing's free, and every other salesperson out there needs all the help they can get. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I've got lots and lots of content coming out and plenty of content inside the channel right now ready for you to digest. Enjoy, and remember, sales is meant to be fun. If it's not, you need to change the way that you're doing it.